Welcome to Grab Overload. I'm Anthony, and AMD has their new CPUs out: the 3950, the 3960, and 3970. Intel's got a new CPU out, and AMD hinted towards a 64-core Threadripper as well. AMD is having a busy day here with their launches of their 3950X, which is now available, the 3960 and the 3970, which are out, which the reviews are out as well. Now they also had the Athlon 3000G, and then we have Intel's 10980XE, which all of them have their unique stories. One, it does seem like if you were lucky enough to get the 3950X, good for you, and I'm happy for you because it is looking like that everything is sold out. So pretty much, if you're lucky enough to get one, you got one. Other than that, AMD didn't have much stock, and my guess is my take on that is that AMD is just selling way too many Epic CPUs to even get it down towards that 3950X. So it's pretty much a paper launch in my opinion so far. Yes, a few people got it, but their stock is going out fast. Then we have the Threadrippers here, and yeah, they look amazing. Wow, these 3960 and 70Xs just crush what's out there. Yeah, they game, but I don't think that gaming needs to be the focus. I would highly recommend take a look at like PC World's, Linus Tech Tips, Tech reviews of these processors, Gamers Nexus. There's more out there. I'm just naming a few that I've watched today or read today. I've been reading and watching maybe 10 or 12 already today. So I've been impressed. It kind of starting to justify the price that AMD had for these. $2,000 for that, 32 core, and then what is it like 1,400 for that 24 core. They're crushing the 28 core. Seems handily for the most part. So Intel's either got to bring that price down or just EOL that whole product line here. And then the Intel released that 10980XE, and you take a look at it, I think Intel, and I'll get into this, just whiffed on this one. It's kind of actually kind of sad from what I just my feelings is that Intel was the peak, right? They had everything. They had Intel or AMD in a corner, and they squandered it. It's impressive what AMD's been able to do on the comeback of this. That 3950, if you have it, looks like it quite handily beats in most things the 10980. Yes, the 10980 does beat AMD in some benchmarks. Yes, the 9900KS does beat that 3950X as well. But when you're taking this all in all, you have a mainstream chip going up against an HEDT product from Intel, and they're in the same class. Intel needs to drop that price. Intel needs to put that price probably around, I would say, 700. That would cause, I think, the 10980 to actually fly off of shelves much faster, as well as make some really hard for AMD to do stuff because AMD can't really drop the price. AMD just needs to get stock involved and not be sold out of the processor. Granted, this is the first day, but I have a feeling that over the next week we're not going to see a whole bunch more processors from AMD come to all these retailers. I think AMD's sold out right now, and as they come in, they're just going to keep on selling out until all that stock back fills up. So Intel's performance-wise, though, I do think that they need to come down in price quite a bit. They're not. I'm not going to even talk about the 10980 versus the 18 core versus the 24 core AMD. They're in different leagues. Yes, it does win in some scenarios like gaming. But if I'm buying, like I have a Threadripper here, I like the game. I have an Xbox too and stuff. But when I game, it's because it's on the system. I've actually thought about building just a gaming system because this is what I use to do a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of work. I write software for a living. So 16 cores is just not cutting it for me. And if I look at that mainstream platform, yes, I'm getting a huge benefit over this 1950X, but it's not, if I can go to 24 or 32 cores, that's what I would rather go to. And AMD made it a little bit out of reach for that 32 core, but the 24 core, I think eventually would be something I would go to. I'm probably going to wait for DDR5 I wish it was the same socket. That is one huge downside that won't get stated enough here, is that AMD basically obsoleted the X3990 platform as you go to the TRX 40 now for the new platform, which is very kind of disappointing on how much AMD focused on long socket longevity. So there is that to remember with this. But for most places, you're going to that, you know, one platform. You're gonna just use it for whatever scenario, and if it's for like a workplace, you're getting a new system, and you can just upgrade through that next system there. So there is that sort of thing in the background too, where a lot of companies, they just put in new systems where it's not really, we're upgrading one part. So there's that aspect of it as well. But I do not like the whole, hey, here's a new socket. Let's stay longevity. Let's have upgradability. People appreciate that, and I personally look upon a company that does that more positively. Intel, this is the last straw for X299. Don't continue it. Get something new. Work on something else. Even if you take a step back for a little bit and focus on just getting things right, do something so that when you come back here, we can have competition in this market, because AMD also went through and said full speed ahead in the blog post that I will have posted in a link below. And they did talk about a 64 core 128 thread, that more details will be coming, debuting in 2020 for Hollywood creators. And it's not, and they said here, but it's not difficult to imagine how outrageously fast the 3990X will be for highly scalable workloads of a VFX Pro. I'm actually looking for this for even some stuff that we do for the company I work for. This is going to be some great problem solving stuff that we are working on, threading all the time, trying to get our software. We need highly addressable memory, and these options are just opening up new doors that were not there just a few years ago, right? A few years ago, we were like 10 cores of what we could do. 5-6 years ago, it was barely anything, and we were scraping at trying to get just more threading ability and trying to maximize stuff, right? Looking for different areas. I think with these highly scalable CPUs now, you've all of a sudden, you still have the GPU processing, the compute there, but you all of a sudden have to now start taking care of, oh, you can get a 64 core? Well, let's take advantage of that. And that's opening up a whole new realm of abilities and possibilities for, developers and everything else that have to take advantage of it. So overall today, go take a look at these reviews, because I am just blown away by what AMD was able to do. And I'm actually blown away about what Intel was able to do or not do, why slashing their prices, and it was a slash price because it's basically the same product, just came down. Linus had some good stuff in his video, the 10980XE, where it seems to be a slightly slower than the 9980XE, and it might be because of mitigation. So there might be some stuff both on AMD and Intel that need some more code optimizations to help get everything back up to par where it needs to be. Like AMD new little architecture, new layout, that might have to be optimized here, and schedulers and stuff, and Intel just has to work around all the security flaws. But wow, what happened today was another step for the HEDT market. HEDT people and fans should be welcoming this and be excited about it. So let me know what your thoughts are on this whole entire launch. I do hope that AMD gets over their supply issues, because I do not like paper launches at all. So AMD, get that fixed up here. I will be looking forward to that 3990X. That's going to be a beast. Wow, 64 cores, 128 threads. That'll be fun to watch, to see what it can do. And Intel, let's focus on getting back in here and competing again and getting something developed right, instead of kind of some of the other stuff you've been touting here on blogs about real world benchmarks. Because for some of the real world benchmark stuff that I saw today, eek. So with that, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to help support Gray Overload and helping this channel grow. I really appreciate it. Again, I'm still trying to work on getting my schedule ironed out here. So baby's still in the hospital. She'll be there for a little bit, but she's getting better, which is good. So We are happy about that over here, and I do want to thank you for all your well wishes, and I do want to say God bless, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.